Hi there, and welcome to this next edition of Don't Come Here Stories of the Treasure Coast. I'm your host, Dano, and together with this fantastic panel, we're going to ring in the fall season together. Stick around. You know, I think there's a chill in the air, and that would mean fall is here on the Treasure Coast. The perfect season to hit subscribe, like, and rate the show below. We'd truly appreciate it. And thank you all for being here and a part of us welcoming in the autumn season alongside some very influential Treasure Coast folks. Joining us today for Fall on the Treasure Coast is Candace Callahan, who is the Executive Director of Stewart Main Street, Martin County, along with General Manager of the outstanding Fort Pierce Farmers Market, Will Goulet from St. Lucie County. Nice to have you here. And Cheryl Roseland, representing the legendary Countryside Family Farms of Indian River County. Welcome. Thank you all for being here today. I think it's safe to say that everybody at this table knows what a quality orange and grapefruit looks like, for sure. But that quality and way beyond is brought before you daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly here on the Treasure Coast. And in this episode, we are covered from organization to promotion, from purveyor to grower to harvester and shipping. We are ready for the fall. And in no particular order, let's welcome in the autumn season with a roundtable sentiment. All of your opinions are completely subjective, but let's start with Candace. What does fall mean to you?
Family.
Family, get-togethers.
Yes,
Certainly.
gatherings. Can't forget pumpkin pie.
Oh, lots of pumpkin everything.
Yes.
The pumpkin spice is alive.
Yes. Family I think is really important. Family gatherings, friends, and I think events help with that as well.
Do you enjoy that chilly snap in the air when fall rolls around?
We're in Florida.
Who
doesn't enjoy
a reprieve from the hot? I love it.
Yes.
And Will, how is fall represented through your eyes?
Family's a great answer as well. For me, as a Florida East Coast native, the fall sometimes brings some good swell.
Yeah,
surfing.
Surfer.
So
very good.
It's always good to look for at this time of year.
Excellent, excellent. And Cheryl, give us your perspective on the fall season.
Well, you mentioned family.
Yep.
So
Important.
family rolls into big gear for us at Countryside. The fruit season, as you mentioned, comes into play. We start really picking around the 1st of November, and fall also starts our big push for our fall festival and getting ready with our corn maze, and that's a big family event that we have. So
Okay, very good.
fall means work, but also fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. Well, when you can intertwine both of those, you tend to get more out of it. Now, again, all of the entities that we're talking about here are easy to find in the downtown districts, all revitalized, and the fresh air, fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, fresh cut flowers, fresh faces, smoothies, foodies. What is it in your opinion, Will, as I've gone through the farmers market in Fort Pierce Saturday morning, there's a smile on every face.
That's true, and that, we just talked about the importance of family, and the downtown Fort Pierce Farmers Market is like a family in a way. A lot of those vendors are extended family members. We just celebrated our 26th anniversary.
Congratulations.
And thank you, and many of those vendors have been there for 20 years, if not more. So you really, every Saturday year round, you really get to know one another, and you become like a family. And so, you see that positive vibe as you travel through our market every Saturday. It's
I can
great.
only imagine. And I suppose, just to bring it up from the business side of things, quality control has got to be important too, to make sure that the vendors are bringing in fresh produce and that it looks good and that it's appealing to get visitors back.
Very much. I mean, you don't last 26 years without quality control. You're absolutely right.
Let's talk about that. How does the market items flowing in, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Give us an operational week for Will Goulet. Saturday afternoon, you're finished up, and you're looking forward to next Saturday morning.
Saturday afternoon, you're kind of finalizing the vendor payments and getting the finances straight for that week. And then Sunday is pretty much a slow day, but then Monday really hit the ground running with vendor applications. We get a lot of vendor applications every week.
Yeah,
And so, you know, part of that quality control is the vetting of those vendors. There are a lot of requirements to attend the Fort Pierce Farmers Market. So we really just want to make sure that, you know, all of our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted with regard to, you know, the vendor
And
applications.
who's coming in there? Who's
Right.
representing?
And then later in the week, you know, we start to look at the weather. You know, we are rain or shine, so
Sure. But you have
there's
to
only
prepare.
right, and so we only really close in severe instances. But you know, I like to communicate with the vendors, tell them what to expect as far as weather, who we have as live entertainment, and then you know, just kind of just preparing every week for just, you know, the best success the best support that I can offer for them to be the most successful every Saturday.
Sounds like a solid business plan, no doubt. And it's worked, 26
working.
years.
It's working.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheryl, I'll come to you next. Provide for us an operational year on the Countryside Family Farms. In other words, and I think it would probably be easiest, and you sort of alluded to this, let's start seasonally. Let's start with winter, and then we'll end up at fall.
Okay. Well, winter is the height of our gift fruit shipping for
Sure.
Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So it's mail order.
Holiday madness.
Yeah, so it's very, very busy. We have to bring in a lot of extra crews to get the fruit packed and ready to ship out.
Sure.
January gets into honeybell season, which is a very popular piece
I know
of
why.
fruit.
Yes, indeed.
And so that's really just January is really when the honeybells are in. Concurrent with that, we're doing our You Pick Strawberry Patch,
Yum.
which is usually December through February. And so we have all kinds of families coming out and picking strawberries, and I think we're the only one really in the area these
That allows you to
days.
go out and
Yeah,
pick your
most
strawberries.
of the strawberries are sort of on over west.
Yeah,
of
West
us.
Coast-ish, and
Yeah.
you have to wait until they ship them, and
Right.
you're sort of at their disposal as far as the ripe qualities
Yeah.
of said fruit. Again, quality control, and
Yeah.
you're going through and making sure that
So
they've got-
we're all just, I mean,
product.
we're growing them, and so people are coming out and picking
all right.
them. So
And spring, what does spring bring for the citrus industry?
it's not spring. The citrus industry is sort of shortened up a bit
Okay.
in recent years.
Is that
so we're pretty much through May.
Okay.
We're getting the Valencia orange in then which is very sweet and juicy.
Yes,
and
they are.
great for juice.
Yeah, great for margarita.
Yeah. So we're kind of winding down a little bit with that, of course, with the tourists and, you know,
Sure.
winter visitors. February, March is really busy. The summer starts to wind down a bit, but then we're starting the planning for our catalog and for the fall festival. Really
and
is what we're doing now.
Beachside, summertime,
Yeah.
you guys are jamming.
Yes, we are. We're busy. We have a taqueria on the beach.
You
So-
do, and I would like to get
Yes.
to that because we're now approaching the fall. Whose very organic idea was it to bring Countryside Family Farms to the beachside, only to infuse this phenomenal taqueria? I mean, it's incredible. You know, we always hear about sweet and savory. They're two great tastes that go great together. They're meant to be together.
Well,
and you
it's
guys are
worked
capitalizing
well.
on that.
It's worked well. We started out, we were fortunate enough to be able to secure a little place on Ocean Drive about 10 years ago where we brought the citrus and our juice that we fresh squeeze ourselves and our citrus and ice cream into 400 square feet on the beach on
Oh,
Ocean
yeah.
Drive.
That's the smoothies and foodies part.
Yes. And then about well, it'll be 4 years in August.
Congratulations.
We got the additional side, was a beauty salon that they retired, and so we were able to get about 800 square feet there.
Beautiful.
Took out the wall. There was a bit of talk amongst the family as to what we would put in there. We knew we wanted to do some food, expand on that.
Sure.
My dad is El Cid of El Cid Taqueria. He was
World famous.
born and raised in Central America, so we sort of had that Latin food flair. I spent a lot of time in Texas and Arizona, and
Honing
of
your
course,
craft.
yeah. So I was pretty adamant that we were going to do tacos because there's no tacos on the beach. We didn't need another sandwich shop or,
Again,
salads, whatever. So I
organic
was
idea, and,
yeah.
and it's worked out for you, and
Yes.
certainly worked out for the Treasure Coast.
Yeah.
It's a
So-
great spot too, right there on the
Yeah.
beach in Vero Beach, and I mean, your eyes are just packed full of all kinds of things to do. But then there's this Countryside Family Farms, and it's delish.
Yeah, thank you.
And Candace, let's go to Candace here, Stewart Main Street. It continues to accomplish missions. Everybody at this table has a mission, and thumbs up for all of our missions, for business owners, for the visitors, and for residents. The word is out. It's an all-around positive experience.
Yes, thank
so I
you.
say congratulations and thank you for carrying that on as it continues to evolve. Let's get what's involved in Candace's daily operations.
Oh.
For instance, you as well have Sunday markets on the main.
Yes, we took that over. It formerly was known as the Stewart Green Market.
Okay.
The city had separated from that agreement and wanted to entertain other ideas. So we presented our idea, and here we are today. So it's been 2 years.
Brought it to fruition and
Yes.
continue to grow. Exactly.
Yes,
That's the way to
yes,
do it.
yes.
Congratulations
Thank
on that.
you, thank
And
you.
some other questions as well, Candace. One of the things that always drew visitors, and I always hear positive comments about, is the Rockin' Riverwalk concert series.
Yes.
Are you involved heavily with that?
Yes,
You enjoy that?
it's also on Sunday, right after the market. So it's a nice partnership. I think creating a destination on Sunday was vital to our downtown to allow our businesses to thrive and open their doors on a day going back 20 plus years. Sundays in downtown Stewart were not great.
Yeah,
it was quiet.
It was a little ghosty.
Businesses were closed,
And now it's packed.
And we've given them that opportunity to thrive.
And I don't mean packed as in, butts to elbows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean there is a sense of community pride when people get
Yes.
together
Yeah.
and see all of the arts and crafts that are displayed, similar to the market in downtown Fort Pierce, similar to what you see in front of Countryside back and forth at the beach or any of the farm
Mm-hmm.
tours. But it's not just the concert series that
Right.
keeps them coming. It's other community events.
Mm-hmm.
We're here at Fall. Let's talk a little bit. Have you got a lot of planning and, let's say, vendors on the books for the Fall Craft Festival?
Yes, that is always a great event. It's 30 years plus in operation. We're in partnership with Howard Allen Events. We're
Way to
very
go, Martin
fortunate. Yeah, we're very fortunate for that partnership and support. And it's hundreds of arts and crafts and local artists as well, but also some that travel in to be a part of that show. So.
One of the things about fall, maize corn, Halloween. Let's talk a little bit about the Hobgoblins on Main Street Fall Festival.
Yes, another long-standing community event that we've been doing for more than 30 years, and that's our safe Halloween event that we host in our downtown for our city. We started finally doing a costume contest for our kiddos, and they get really into it. The parents even join in on the fun to be
I
a part
bet
of
the
it.
parents are more into it behind the scenes
I
than
was
the kids are.
yes, you can say that for sure. They want that trophy. Our businesses get involved too. We award them for the most spirited as far as window displays, but also them engaging our Hobgoblin parade. We let the trick-or-treaters go to each business in downtown, and
What
some
a
of them
cool
have
idea. idea.
And some of the merchants do also supply the adults with some goodies as well. And then there's a lot of vendors. Our popcorn vendor is very popular. We have a Swiss cinnamon roll vendor that's really popular. So it's good times all around.
Covering all the bases, and I would be remiss in my duty if I didn't ask for details on brews, blues, bourbon, and barbecue as I clutch my chest.
Yes.
Please.
So that is that's an event by a third party that benefits Rock and River Walk, and we're very fortunate for that partnership from Beer Works Foundation. Mark Carbone, who was a former business owner in our downtown, and I'm sure, Will, you're very familiar with Mark. He's such a great force in our downtown, and his business is truly missed, but he still participates and does this great fundraiser for us. And he moved, because of its success and it's grown so much over the last couple of years, he moved it to a larger park in our downtown, Memorial Park. And I have yet to get the date on that for the next year, but usually it's in January, February. This past year it was in March for the first time. But they're getting reorganized to hopefully do it again in Memorial Park.
Outstanding.
It's a
Looking forward
great
to it.
time.
Seriously
I suggest getting there early. It is a free event to attend, but definitely get there early.
No, we will take that advice. Heed that advice. Get there
Yes,
early.
yes.
And we were also talking about the great music. Downtown Fort Pierce Farmers Market also has a pretty wicked selection of live music weekly and year-round. This fall, I'll give you a couple of the bands. Live Bait, your band gets top billing. High five to you, Will. But Rapture, the John Otis Band, Dave and the Wave, Hot Sauce Moon, The Little Things, and the Latin Heritage Orchestra, just to name a few of the acts that are out there. I do believe for our vendors and our sponsors and our volunteers, you'll have a website that they can go to and they can get all this information.
Absolutely. All that information can be found at fortpiercefarmersmarket.com. Pretty simple website. Also, you can find us on social media at Fort Pierce Farmers Market, both on Facebook and Instagram. So very accessible, and
And
always
great live
something going
music,
on.
always something fresh in your face, including fresh faces. But once again, I want to make it somewhat clear that you guys are open Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to noon.
8 a.m. to noon. Yes, rain or shine,
Love it.
year round.
And then the Market on the Main is going to happen on Sunday mornings.
Yes, that happens Sunday mornings in the season from October to April. We are open till 2, so 9 to 2 at Flagler Park in downtown Stewart. And then April and through September is till 1 o'clock.
Excellent, excellent. I love it all. And the Countryside Family Farms as well. Do you guys, I'd hate to sound forward when I say, do you take applications? Do you guys have events that you're looking for vendors? How can people get in touch with you? Or simply have a tour of the family farms?
Well, we have countrysidecitrus.com is
Okay.
our website for our gift fruit ordering. It has our events there.
Sure. I bet that thing is hot when it's gift fruit season.
Yes, that's a big time. But our fall festival will start, hopefully, we're planning on September 30th. We'll go 4 weekends, or 4 to 5 weekends, depending on weather sometimes. And we also have flashlight nights towards the end of the festival and Halloween. So that's
Well, explain flashlight nights
so
to
that's
us.
basically, we go from 10 to 5, Saturday and Sunday. But on that particular weekend, we close at 5, then we have people coming back in about 6:30, bringing their flashlights and
Neat.
go through the maze
Oh, that's cool.
in the dark.
Oh,
So
I'm all about it.
that's fun. It's not a haunted maze, but
No.
I'm not to say that there's not people out there who are trying to scare people
When
sometimes.
you're going through a maze at night with a flashlight, there is no need to
It's a
haunt
little
it.
scary
It's already
anyway.
there.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
And that's what you're walking
Yes,
into.
and we do have our activities, our other activities going on at that same time.
Y'all are amazing. And I truly appreciate it. We're overwhelmed. I'm so proud to call the Treasure Coast home. And this is just a small sample as to why. It leads to a lot of community pride. And I wanted to thank you all for everything that you do and continue to do, from the growers to your table and all of the in-betweens, arts and crafts, and the pinnacle of freshness available to you, and it's for you. Thank you all so much for being a valued part of our community. And remember, don't come here, but enjoy these stories of the Treasure Coast.